Abraham Lincoln is remembered as one of the greatest leaders in world history. He was the 16th President of the United States, the man who led a divided nation through civil war and ended slavery. But Lincoln's success did not come from privilege, wealth, or power. His life was a long journey of failure, heartbreak, persistence, and resilience. Before becoming president, Lincoln failed repeatedly at business and politics and in personal life, yet he never gave up. His story proves that success is not about how many times you fail, but how many times you rise again. Abraham Lincoln was born on February 12, 1809, in a small log cabin in Hardin County, Kentucky. His family was extremely poor. There were no comforts, no proper schooling, and no security. His father, Thomas Lincoln, was a farmer and carpenter. His mother, Nancy Hanks Lincoln, died when Abraham was only 9 years old. The family moved frequently, struggling to survive. From a very young age, Lincoln experienced hard labor, hunger, and loss. Lincoln received less than 1 year of formal education in his entire life. Schools were far away, teachers were scarce, and books were rare. But Lincoln had something powerful, an unbreakable desire to learn. He borrowed books whenever he could and read by firelight, candlelight, moonlight. Some of his favorite books included the Bible, Aesop's Fables, Shakespeare's plays, law books. Education became his escape from poverty. Lincoln's early adult life was filled with failure. Business failure in 1831. Lincoln opened a small store. The business failed. He went into debt that took years to repay. Personal loss. In 1835, the woman he loved, Anne Rutledge, died. Lincoln fell into deep depression. Political defeats. Lincoln tried again and again to enter politics and lost repeatedly. Failures included: lost his first election, lost race for Congress, 1843. Lost Senate election, 1854. Lost vice presidential nomination, 1856. Lost Senate race again, 1858. Many people would have quit. Lincoln did not, despite failures. Lincoln gained a reputation for honesty, strong moral values, powerful speech, logical thinking. People called him Honest Abe. He worked as a rail splitter, a postman, a lawyer, self-taught as a lawyer. He was known for defending the truth even when it hurt his own case. Lincoln believed that slavery was morally wrong, although he did not start as an abolitionist. He strongly opposed the spread of slavery into new territories. His debates with Stephen A. Douglas during the 1858 Senate race made him nationally famous. Even though he lost the election, his words reached the entire nation. After years of defeat, something extraordinary happened. In 1860, Abraham Lincoln was elected President of the United States, a man who grew up poor, had little education, failed countless times, now held the highest office in the country. His victory proved that character matters more than background. Soon after Lincoln became president, the nation was torn apart. The American Civil War, 1861-1865, began. Lincoln faced a divided country, massive loss of life, political pressure, personal grief. He lost his son Willie during the war, yet he remained calm, thoughtful, and determined. He believed the nation must remain united. One of Lincoln's greatest achievements was the Emancipation Proclamation, 1863, which declared freedom for enslaved people in Confederate states. Later, he pushed for the 13th Amendment, which permanently abolished slavery in the United States. This decision changed history forever. Unlike many leaders, Lincoln showed compassion even toward his enemies. His famous words, "With malice toward none." With charity for all, he believed in healing the nation, not punishing it. On April 14, 1865, just days after the Civil War ended, Abraham Lincoln was assassinated. The nation mourned deeply, but his legacy lived on. Abraham Lincoln's success teaches us: failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of it. Education can be self-made. Integrity builds trust. Persistence defeats. True leadership is about service, not power. Abraham Lincoln's life was not easy. It was not lucky. It was not smooth, It was built on failure, patience, courage. From a poor log cabin to the presidency, the story reminds us, no matter where you start, greatness is possible if you never give up.